Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, November 13th, 2018. All right, so today not a whole lot going on astrologically, but there will be a lot of shifts and changes this week. On Friday, we have Mercury going retrograde and Venus going direct on that day, so there could be some preludes to that we'll talk about. Today, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius, shifting into Capricorn. So the theme of the day likely shifting from more of the fire energy, maybe a bit open-minded or feeling a bit free-spirited from the past couple days, and shifting into more of the grounded energies of things pertaining to discipline and responsibility. All right, so other than that, the moon is going to pass over the south node here, so maybe a great day for releasing some patterns, maybe releasing some concerns, which can liberate us and help us bring a little bit more peace into our life. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, everyone, so here's the sky for this Tuesday. So again, we are using the actual signs of the constellations called True Sidereal Astrology. If you are new, definitely check out the link down below for more information because the signs are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so the moon shifting sign today, we'll notice the shift here for different times depending on where you are in the world. This is for Eastern time. So if you are in the East, it'll happen a little bit sooner. If you're in the West, it'll happen a little bit later. But there is this shift into Capricorn. So the first part of the day, definitely more free-spirited of Sagittarius. This has been the theme yesterday and on Sunday as well. So great to still invoke a little bit of this. How can we expand our worldview, expand our horizons, and through that access a bit of that spirit for life. But as the day unfolds, and we'll notice this mostly tomorrow, is the shift into Capricorn. So this will be a little bit more into the earthy side of things. Great second part of the day for things that require responsibility, self-discipline, patience, seeing the long-term road. Capricorn is all about taking that one step at a time, which things do require sometimes. We are finishing up a lot of this energy actually. We have the South Node leaving Capricorn. There's been a lot of this emphasis this past year. Mars has also recently left. So there's been particularly a lot of emphasis the past few months or 4 months. And so this energy is being released, but now the next couple of days, good to reacclimate to it. How can we reorient with some of this self-discipline, responsible energy? All right, so that's the day, most important stuff there. We do have some minor lunar aspects. The moon is going to be passing over that South Node. South Node is about some patterns, maybe karmic patterns. Now this does happen once a month, so nothing major here, but a great day for maybe releasing some of these patterns. Good to be aware of the unconscious mind during this. See what thoughts come up that we want to become more aware of, and through that likely wanting to release. Also concerns can often be the case with the South Node. And the purpose for all of this is to simply become more conscious of these thoughts, of these patterns, of these concerns, which then naturally they become released and we feel a little bit more free, right? A little bit more spiritually liberated, which is what the South Node helps us accomplish. All right, so that's the most important minor aspect. We do also have a square between the moon with Venus and Uranus. So good day for bringing a little extra attention on the relationship front, nothing major. Venus has been retrograde, so it's already been good to do that, meaning it's been a good time, this past roughly month and a half, of rethinking and re-examining the whole relating sphere. In fact, this whole lunar month in Libra really is emphasizing this month being about finding that even keel in our relationships, right? Finding harmony, reciprocity, things like that. So still really good to be focused on this stuff with these current placements. The moon squaring up to Uranus could be a little bit of a erratic maybe feeling or wanting to break some patterns or change some things up. And actually, I feel like that energy is quite supportive actually, because as we get into tomorrow, Mars is going to be sextiling up to Uranus, and Mars is in Aquarius, Uranus's sign. So what this essentially means is that it's a great week, really, going into tomorrow. We may feel this today, of really mixing things up in terms of how we're getting things done, right, with Mars. New ways of getting things done. Unorthodox ways of getting things done and asserting ourselves and expressing ourselves and accessing a little bit more of that true self that does want that freedom or wants to break free in some way. So great to do that as we get into tomorrow, and that'll be particularly emphasized tomorrow with that sextile to Uranus. All right, that's the most important stuff. Mercury is going to be scoring up to Neptune this week, pretty much all week, because he's about to go station retrograde. So he slows down, which drags out the aspect. It actually never goes, Mercury doesn't contact during this retrograde. He gets really close to Neptune. But this week, we may feel like we have a bit of a wandering mind. We may feel this today. Might be a little bit idealistic. So good to allow that to happen in conscious ways. Really good to use our imagination, use a bit of receptivity in terms of what we're thinking about, and do our best to kind of surrender the thoughts that are not, sort of coming from within. Just observing the mind, and through that accessing a bit of presence. It's also a great week for spiritual activities that do help us become more conscious of the mind, and just generally things like yoga, meditation, for example, these types of activities. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Most importantly, Moon over South Node, great day for releasing. Again, patterns there. We could notice them internally or externally. With the South Node, of course, they all do come from within. So great day for bringing conscious attention to that unconscious mind. First part of the day, great for expanding those horizons still. How can we broaden our worldview and access that spirit as a result of that? But as the day unfolds, and particularly tomorrow, getting into this grounded energy again of what does require patience, responsibility, and discipline for the long term. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast.